Okay, folks, here we got brand new Samsung Z Fold 5G. I just grabbed this at Best Buy today. I went ahead and also bought the flip cover with the pen. I've got some more cases coming in for this as well. But let's go ahead and crack it open and let's see what this looks like for a new buyer. All right, so this phone retails for $1,799 today at Best Buy. But you can actually grab this on Amazon. I'll see if I'll set up an affiliate code or something. But you can get this about $50 cheaper new. But renewed, you can get it for about, I think, about $500 cheaper as well. So I'll link those two in the review. So this phone right here is basically gonna have 256 gigs of storage, 12 gigs of RAM, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't come with an S Pen, doesn't come with a charger. It's got a SIM slot. This is the unlocked version. So I'm gonna hook this up with a Google Fi here in a second too. So from my understanding, you only take off this one plastic. There might seem to be another plastic on the corners, but don't do that. Don't touch that. Just that's the already in place screen protector that Samsung gives you. So you can already tell that this is a fingerprint magnet. So you can see that it's already grabbing onto some fingerprints. But yeah, the phone, it's pretty slick. It's a bit heavier. It reminds me of these old LG phones, like right before during the Sidekick days, where you can get like a LG phone that is a candy bar style phone, and this reminds me exactly of that. But anyway, you got your cameras here, and let me pull up the specs on this phone so that I can just read them off. But yeah, but basically, it's so crazy. It reminds me of those those candy bar phones. I don't even know how to explain it. If you were around in, like, 2000, 2006, 2008, 2009, 10, Verizon, LG, they had these candy bar phones, and I swear it looked just like this, man. Maybe it was a bit smaller, but freaking looked just like this. Crazy. So this is USB Type C. It's got 5G. It's got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, GPS. Got 12 gigs of RAM. This one is a 256 gigs storage model. I think for $100 more, you can get yourself a the 512 gig model, and I think that's a pretty good deal because, like I said, I bought this full retail, so it definitely cost a lot of money off the gate. I highly suggest waiting for a sale or something like that, because it's just not worth paying full price in my opinion. But yeah, going back to the phone, I think tons of reviews already go through this, right? It's you've got a Gorilla Glass on the top. You got Gorilla Glass on the inside of the screen. This phone, from my understanding, the only big difference between this phone and the Z Fold 2 is that the Z Fold 3 is waterproof. You don't get the SD card slot anymore, so you're capped at whatever storage you buy. So that's why I kind of suggest, just grab yourself the 512, because if you're gonna use this as a daily driver, and if you're also like me, kind of contemplating replacing any one of, like, your, like, basically merging your tablet and your phone into one device, you're probably gonna want to just, you're probably gonna just want to keep it like that. So you probably just want a larger storage. Now, another thing to keep in mind too is uh, when you uh, when you get this phone, they're Best Buy, eBay, anywhere you go, they're going to really push you for insurance. Now, I highly suggest, if you don't already have your own home computer insurance that covers high end electronic devices. If you don't own an insurance policy like that that covers like your car and your computer and stuff like that, or homeowners insurance or apartment insurance, then I highly suggest getting that insurance, because there's tons of things that can go wrong with this phone. On drop tests, the first thing that goes bad is the front glass. And then when you have under other drop tests, I saw that the spine will go bad, and then the screen. But the drop tests were like 4 or 5 iterations into the drops, and then the phone started to just fail. So if you're prone to just dropping your phone a lot, then definitely get the insurance if you don't already have that insurance. So okay, that's the phone right there. You got the fingerprint reader. You have the camera. This is a facial recognition as well device. You have the volume rocker, and this is the spine. They do a pretty good job protecting it. It's got a hard plastic on there. But a couple of the cases that I have are, they're basically gonna. I'll compare it with other cases. You got your speakers, you got USB C, you got your microphone, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so let's just go to the case, and then we'll wrap this up real quick. Let's see how this opens up. Cool. So this case was on sale, same price on Amazon. It's like $64 for the flip cover case with the S Pen. I went ahead and just bought this because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get a case in time, but I'll get it tomorrow. All right, so got some instructions here. What is this? Oh, this is to replace the tips. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so here's the case. A lot of review videos. Let me get this out the way. Whoa, whoa, whoa! All right, so a lot of review videos I noticed, they would go over the case, but they wouldn't go over this one piece, which is, and I wonder if it's for real. I'm under the impression, yeah. So this slides out. Check it out. So the S Pen goes in there, and if, let's say, you want to just have the phone laying flat, you could just slide out that piece. That's fantastic. All right, let's lock it in. Let's see how this works. All right, that goes in the corner. That goes over there, and I'll give big ups to Flossie Carter. He doesn't like the flap. Giggity, giggity, giggity. But yeah, I think the flap is kind of annoying, but I understand why it exists. But like I said, a lot of review videos, they like to start off with the review of this case and say, oh, this case, it sucks because it's uneven, right? It's uneven. You can just push and slide this off, and then boom, you've got a nice flat even case. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at buying a case. Again, the flap is a problem in my opinion. I think that's a big problem. There should have been some sort of magnetic component there, I guess, so that you can slide it down, or just keep it locked in. The other piece too is that this other outer screen hinge is exposed. Only the other half of the screen has a kind of protection to it. But it kind of works, because if you look at that, you see that, I guess, if you drop it, you'll hit this part first before you hit the other. But I mean, still, I would have liked to seen this get a hinge protection. That's pretty neat though. You see that? You see that? So the spine actually gets an additional piece of protection right there. Right there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Now, it could not work, but at least it feels like it's gonna be good enough. But there's your mic, there's your speaker, there's your speaker. I think this has another set of mics too. Just looking at the specs here. I'll link I'll link the specs too. It's 120 hertz screen. On both screens are 120 hertz. And in the cameras, you've got a 12 megapixel. It's a triple. They call it 12 megapixel f-stop 1.8, 26 millimeters. That's the wide camera. Then you've got the telephoto camera at 52 millimeters at 2.4 f-stop, and then you've got a ultra wide camera at 12 millimeters, and this can take 123-degree photos at f.2 2.2 stop, and then you've got a flash. I don't think the Fold 2 had a flash. And also, by the way, if you're just interested in just having something like this, the Fold 2 might be a good option because those things are only going for about, you probably find one for about $800. I'll link the renewed ones that I found on Amazon that were like about $900. But you know, this case is not bad. I kind of like it. It feels good. I just wish this part was magnetic right here. If this piece right here was magnetic, and you know I had to actually put some effort to remove that, I would probably keep this as my daily driver. But like I said, I got more cases coming in, and some of them are gonna have a credit card, license and credit card holder. Some won't come with the S Pen holder. There's the one from Spigen or Spigen or whatever that has the S Pen holder right out here, similar to my iPad Zag case. But overall, this is really nice, really nice. I'll do another video where I turn the phone on. We'll go over the settings, and then yeah, you can see it's a complete fingerprint magnet, but it looks great. This looks like this is a really nice phone. Wow, really nice phone. Yeah, one of the things I can say that drove me to want to buy this phone is this feature right here. You can have YouTube on top, and you can have some other thing here in the bottom, a game, a doc that you want to read. And I'm constantly noticing that I like the end. I like on my Pixel, on my Pixel 4 XL, that I have picture in picture on YouTube. So I really enjoy that because then I'm able to watch a YouTube video and still browse the internet, or go over something, open another app, right? But this is next level because now I can have YouTube up top, and then I can have something else down here. So yeah, this is fantastic. Is this a buy? If you've got $2,000, or if you got $2,000 and you're okay dropping that kind of money on this phone and this case, I'll be more precise. If you got like $1,900 and you're okay dropping that kind of money on this phone and this case, and then you're okay with not having any insurance on it, so just remember you need to have insurance, or another $1,200 in case you drop this freaking thing. But if you're okay with that, and you are a heavy mobile device user, and when I mean heavy, I mean like you can write code on a phone. You've got Juicy SSH app going. You're logging into your remote servers and doing that. If you are that type of user, then you probably need to start looking into this phone, because if you do the math, an iPad costs about a decent iPad Pro, last generation, or 11-inch Pro with the single cam. That's the one I have. You can probably get that for about $600, right? Okay, so that's a tablet for $600, 11-inch. Then you've got a computer, a laptop that you might buy, right? I've got tons of different laptops, but my go-to right now is the Lenovo Flex 5, 14-inch. It's got Ubuntu on it. It's got Linux on it. And okay, that thing cost me about $600 too, right? That's with the Ryzen 4700. I think now they have a Ryzen 5700 version. But anyway, it's $600. So now you got $1,200 for the laptop, the iPad, and then you're gonna buy a phone, right? Let's say you buy a high-end phone. Let's say you're trying to be diverse and you buy a Samsung. Actually, let's buy an iPhone 13, right? Go ahead and get yourself an iPhone 13. You're at 1T. I'm sorry, you're at $1,000. 512 gigs or 256 gigs, whatever the storage they're gonna give you on that, and then you're down to now on the cheapest laptop, $600, cheapest performance laptop, $600, cheapest pro iPad or pro tablet, $600. That's 1,200, and then $1,000 for the phone, right? And then the phone doesn't fold or nothing like that. And now you're at $2,200. When you do the math, if you can do everything from your phone, then this USB-C port is going to take it to the next level, because this USB-C port gives you Samsung DeX, and Samsung DeX gives you a desktop experience. You can connect to an external monitor, keyboard and mouse, and now you're on a full-fledged computer, right? And you got a tablet size screen. This is almost the same size as like an iPad mini, right? Like an iPad mini is like just a little bit more, right? You got a mobile device with one, two, three screens, and then this screen can do 3 applications at the same time, and this one can be used for phone calls and stuff. And then you got a stylus that you can draw and take notes and do whatever you want with, right? So you got a phone, you got a tablet, and you got a computer. I mean, that's for the $1,900. And like I said, that's me paying full retail. It's better if you start deal hunting. I saw that Amazon had this thing for $1,300 one time. I'm looking at it right now, 256 gig, 12 gigs of RAM on eBay, $1,394. You go to Samsung, they're gonna give you an instant discount of $150, and they're gonna throw in some wireless headphones and a case. I think this is a game changer. This is a complete game changer, because you're going to be able to use this phone for practically every use case you can think of. You're sitting in bed, boom. Watch a video, cool. You're in a toilet, texting, boom. You're at your desk, you want to follow up on some emails and want a bigger screen, plug it in, get the screen, keyboard and mouse, boom. You want to just play a game, boom, play a game. You want to show a video off to a larger crowd of people, right? You can't just, now it's not just 2 or 3 people hovering on a small screen, I can barely see it. Now you can have like 5, 6, or 7 people looking at this big ass screen, right? This is a complete game changer. So it's a fingerprint magnet. The case is it's okay. I just wish it was magnetic right there. I wish it had its own plastic protection bar as well. It's kind of heavy. It's got that candy bar feel to it. Makes me think of those like I said, those old Verizon or Sprint phones that used to sell in 2009 and 2008. And you got fingerprint sensors, you got face unlock, you got 12 gigs of RAM, you got 250 gigs of storage, you got HDR, you got 4K video recording, you got 120, you have an AMOLED display. Let's turn this on. Let me shut up. Let's turn this on, man. Let's see if it's got any juice or if I gotta charge it. Yeah, see, I gotta charge it. Oh, there you go. AMOLED display. Blacks are blacks, meaning everything is. This is the best screen that you can ever look at with your eyeballs, right? This is not no LED, direct lid, center lid, mini LED. This is AMOLED, This is the top quality freaking screen that you can have, man. You can't even see you can barely see the crease. Like, I'm looking at it dead on. When you look at it dead on, can't see the crease. When you look at it from the side, I could see the crease. I go, oh man, this is fantastic. So anyway, all right, let's wrap this video up. I'm gonna get this phone signed in. I'm gonna get the features locked in or the apps locked in, and I'm gonna review it from there. All right, take care.